Hard to believe we are less than 1 week away from the high-stakes midterm elections. President Trump pulling out all the stops with a blitz of campaign rallies in this final stretch.
All right, so what states is the RNC focusing on? I'm going to ask that, and then you guys will have follow-up questions to RNC chairperson Ronna McDaniel. Ronna, a lot of people are looking at Minnesota in particular in terms of the races that could tip the balance in the House. You brought us to Minnesota's 1st district right away. This is real close.
Yeah, 1st District, Jim Hagedorn is running a very tight race. We think that is a potential pickup for us. The former Congressman Tim Walz, the Democrat, is running for governor there, so we think that's a seat we can pick up. Also, the 8th District in Minnesota, we have a great candidate, Pete Stauber. We see good numbers coming out of that district. We also have 2 in Nevada, the 3rd and the 4th, that look very good as well, with Crescent Hardy and Danny Tarkanian. So there are pickups for us on the board. Obviously, we have a lot of seats that are in play that Hillary Clinton won, where we have Republican incumbents. But it's neck and neck right now. It's going to depend on turnout.
Yeah. You know, when you look at the national news, Ronna, there's been so much about the caravan over the last week. And then yesterday at the 11th hour, the president wants to add to the debate whether or not to end this birthright citizenship for people who are born in this country to parents who are not Americans. Does that help the Republican message?
Well, I think it highlights how silent the Democrats have been on immigration reform. I mean, we obviously have a problem in this country. The president's leading the way. He wants to work with Democrats. We have this huge caravan heading towards our border. We have another one setting up to come to our border. We have to solve our immigration problems in this country, and Democrats are silent again. And so I think it feeds into this results versus resistance narrative we've seen this election. Republicans are focusing on results and getting things done for the American people, and the Democrats are only focused on resist and obstruct. And I think the voters are taking note.
What would you say the biggest problem facing the Republican Party is? Is it women? I mean, you're a woman, you're a mother, you still support the president. What's your message to those women that are on the fence?
Well, the Democrats have really tried to fearmonger on health care and tried to tell people that Republicans are going to take pre-existing conditions. It is flat out false. The president has been on the stump refuting that. We have candidates sharing stories of their family members, of their kids, of their mothers who have pre-existing conditions. Of course, we would never take away that right. So that's one of the things that the Democrats are trying to do. They try and scare their voters. But we're running on higher wages, more jobs, our economy doing well, taking on the opioid crisis. I mean, there's so many things that have come out of these first 2 years of President Trump and Republican leadership. And we're saying to voters, do you want to go back? We need to continue this comeback. There is so much at stake. And, of course, we have the #1 campaigner on the trail, President Trump, energizing our base.
And, Ronna, besides that, you also have a very strong digital campaign. You guys really leapfrogged over what the Democrats were doing. You've invested $275 million, the largest ever in a ground game. But is there something that President Trump did that can be beneficial, the way he micro-targeted in the midterms, even though he's not technically on the ballot? Did you build off what he was able to do?
Absolutely. I mean, when we do these rallies, we're collecting data on the voters who come. We do peer-to-peer text right now, where we're actually texting messages. Go get your absentee ballot. Make sure that you turn out, talk to your neighbors. This digital campaign, using the RNC data and what we're gaining from the president with his huge donor base of 175,000 new small online donors in 2018 alone, is helping propel our voters to the ballot box. And let me just say, we are seeing 2016 level turnout across the country, and Republicans are matching the Democrat energy. That is very good news. We need to sustain that through Election Day.
All right. It's all about the turnout. Prediction?
Well, I think we're going to keep our majority in the Senate and potentially expand it, which is unprecedented in a presidential year with that first midterm. And I think we're going to keep the House. It is neck and neck. Everyone needs to turn out, talk to your friends, your neighbors, go call your old college roommates, turn them out to vote for Republicans.
Yeah, and by the way, Nancy,
what if we don't have their numbers?
Call high school friends. I don't care who. Talk to a stranger. We need to turn them out.
Ex-girlfriends, whatever.
Exactly.
I advise you not to do that, Brian.
Nancy Pelosi says the House is locked up already, so you might as well throw in the towel.
Thanks,
yeah,
Ronna.
they said Hillary was going to win, too.